We are here today, guys. Welcome to the Celebrity Chefs Kickoff celebration. And ultimately, we couldn't be any more excited to have some fun with all of you. My name is Christopher Bruce with King Creative, and I am joined by two of my favorite people in the area. But I also wanted to just remind you, we are going to be streaming today live via DETV. We're going to be doing that through a number of their social platforms. I know they're going to be on Twitter. It's going to be on Facebook as well as the King Creative Facebook page. So with that, I want to welcome to our Celebrity Chef Celebration event, Tim Furlong from NBC 10 and Ivan Thomas from DETV. Welcome to the program, guys. It's great to have you.
Oh, man. Glad to be here. Good brother. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. It is really just a lot of fun, and I'm glad we could do this together.
Tim, how you doing over there, bro?
Yeah, this is great. I'm a huge fan of Chris. I'm a huge fan of Ivan. I'm an even bigger fan, no offense, of Meals on Wheels Delaware. I mean, I've covered stories with Meals on Wheels. I've met the volunteers. I've done stories in like the snow when they were having trouble, and yet they still found a way when everybody else is whining and sitting at home. Meals on Wheels volunteers found a way to drop it into four-wheel drive and make sure the meals get there. And they do a lot of things they don't always talk about. They check the thermostat. They make sure the heat's working. Like there's all these little things that Meals on Wheels volunteers do that I think get overlooked, but it's all part of this sort of holistic package. So unfortunately, we can't do the chef's brunch the normal way we do it. There's good news and bad news here, right? So the good news is I'm wearing a jacket, but I'm wearing ripped up jeans and an old pair of Vans.
There they are. You're not kidding. That was there. That's straight up.
I'm on the news.
I'm not going to tell you what I have on. I'm not going to tell you what I got on, Tim.
Yeah, well, let's just say the swim trunks. We'll go with that today. How about that? Okay. Swim trunks.
Speedo. So here's the thing though. So it's the other bummer is if you've ever been to this Celebrity Chef's brunch, which we're going to get back to doing in the future, right? It's awesome. It's like this big atrium and there's like just endless food and chefs everywhere. Today I thought about it as I'm reheating a piece of Bertucci's pizza from last night and my daughter made dino nugs in the air fryer. I'm like, this is not the same as it normally is, but it's still going to be awesome. We're still here with some really talented people and amazing local and national talented people, chefs and restaurant owners.
Hopefully people bought these tickets. They're going to be set up for some amazing meals this week, going out to these restaurants. These collaborations are incredible. And we're going to talk about that through the program today. Sure. And I'm excited about it.
Different doesn't have to be bad, right? I mean, different. It's just a little different this year, but it's still pretty awesome. And it looks good. Everybody's here. I see these smiling faces, and I know a lot of people are watching the stream and stuff. So it's awesome. It's this whole thing is badass. I'm all in on this. Let's do this thing, Ivan.
Hey, Tim, look, watching the video in the beginning, someone said something. They said it's more than food. And that hit close to home because when my father was living in the towers, when he was here in Wilmington, Meals on Wheels definitely came by and helped him out. So it struck a nerve. I had a tear running down my face, and man, I am so happy and so honored to participate and support, the homebound seniors, man, and this whole event. So I'm super happy, man. Super excited.
It could be any of us one day. I mean, really, it could be our parents. It could be us one day. So, really, we have to keep this organization going by any means possible. And they do an awesome job in our community. And today, in this week, we need to not let them down. That's what it comes down to.
Right.
So let's have some fun.
Exactly. So the funds raised at the Celebrity Chefs Celebration and at Meals on Wheels Delaware and other events across the state ensure that much needed meals are continue to reach waiting seniors. So you can make a donation right now at mealsonwheelsde.org. There's going to be an online auction. Make sure you check that out. The auction, Chris will let you know who won the auction later on in the evening. This is going to be a dynamite evening.
Yeah, we've got a couple things going on with the auction, and we got the door prizes and all that kind of stuff. And I think, Tim, you've got some info about that as well, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have the door prizes. You can see all this stuff. And look, none of this is possible without you folks watching this, but also our sponsors for this. So yeah, there's prizes. Buckley's Tom and Buckley's we're going to talk to Tom later. I mean, amazing, right? Every year. Awesome. So lots of great prizes, but we do want to give big shout out to our sponsors. And I know it seems cheesy, and I know it seems like, as blatant as it can be, but without the sponsors, we can't make it happen. So let's put the sponsors up on the screen, especially our lead sponsors that we're talking about. Corteva Agriscience. Awesome. Thank you so much. Capital One, very important here in Delaware. Delaware Today and Mainline Today magazines, two of my favorite magazines. We really appreciate their support. They support everything, by the way. They're just great. WJBR Radio, Chris Leonard and my friends over at WJBR. I love the radio station. The Woolard Family Foundation, along with the virtual program sponsor, Bank of America. I just talked to my next door neighbor who works for Bank of America, very important here in our region. And the broadcast media sponsor, DETV, my man Ivan, and our visual production partner, King Creative, and Chris Bruce, who also, I saw him, you didn't see it when that video was playing earlier and the music came up. That's actually Chris playing live in the background. He was rocking out in the background.
Well, I do what I can.
You're amazing. And you have a cute little baby at home. I don't know how you have time for it all.
He does a lot, doesn't he? He's everywhere.
I know he's everywhere. I see him all the time. I'm like, dude, that dude's a stud. I love that guy.
So with that, though, we have a short video that we were going to queue up. We want to share some more of this mission-oriented content, and it's so important because ultimately with that's why we're here today, right? That is the reason that we're all gathered around, either streaming on Facebook, watching on Twitter, or joining through this stream. So, with that, I just want to take a second to bring this video up, watch it, really think about how you can maybe participate with Meals on Wheels if you haven't already. Obviously, being a part of this celebration is a really great start, but there's so many meaningful ways that you can make a difference in a senior's life, in a family member's life. And me personally, I have a connection. My grandmother used to deliver meals for Meals on Wheels when I was growing up, and we always thought she should be getting them, which I kind of thought that was great. And I've been a driver myself in the past. So it's an amazing organization. So take a look at this short video.
When we show up, some people are waiting for us. That may be the only person they see that day or they get to talk with that day.
A lot of our clients have outlived their families, so Meals on Wheels is very important in that it helps the client remain in their own home and living relatively independently, not just for food, but because somebody's checking on them.
Treated nice, and they always ask me, "Can we do anything else for you?"
Do you know what that means when you're by yourself? It's been really a great enrichment of my life. It really has. I'm not exaggerating. I look forward to it every day.
That Meals on Wheels volunteer, that friendly face at the door, lets those people know that they're not alone. There is somebody else out there that cares.
And that's just it, right? I mean, Ivan, I want to bring you back in here as well. We've got a lot of great things. I know we have a raffle as well. Is there some script on that? I know we want to tell people how they can participate in the raffle specifically, as well as talk about some of the other things that we have going on as a part of this celebration.
So I have to say, Scott and Antimo down at Bardea, I freaking love that spot. If you are ever in town, first just go by and get the cheesecake. It is amazing. But have you been, bro?
Oh my goodness. They're a block away from the studio. Have I been? I would live there if I could.
The whole block smells good.
It's incredible.
The pizza is amazing, but everything is awesome, including this raffle. You can $5 raffle. You can actually purchase on mealsonwheels.de.org, and they're raffling a chance to win 4-course dinner prepared with wine for six people, food at Bardea Food and Drink. So make sure you go to mealsonwheelsde.org. It's $5. Sign up today. Be a part. I'm going. Matter of fact, I'm going when I leave tonight. I'm going.
Yeah, and there's no limit to how many tickets you can buy. I don't think you can buy as many as you want. Get in on that. It's an incredible raffle prize, and 4 courses with wine and the whole experience for 6 at Bardea. That's a legit prize.
Wait. And so it's for 6. We could have Ivan, Chris, Tim, and our ladies We could have a hell of a night.
We could have
Yes,
an
bro.
amazing-
Yes.
We could have an amazing night. So tell you what, Ivan, you buy us our tickets.
Okay.
We'll ditch, we'll chip in as well. So let's just create a pool and we'll get a whole bunch.
Now, consider it done. We also want to tell people that tickets are on sale up till Friday, the 23rd. So I'll get the tickets and I'll meet you guys down there.
Perfect. And then they'll be announcing the winner on Sunday, April 25th on social media. So just stay in tune for that. That is an amazing prize. Thank you to Bardet for just putting that out there and, supporting the cause. It's a very, very cool thing.
Awesome.
And I think, you know what? All this talk about that meal is making me thirsty, Tim. I don't know about you, but man.
I know. Well, again, this is sort of the casualty because when you go to the event each year, it's not as fun. I got my little water bottle here, and I assure you it's water. Despite how I've acted so far in this broadcast, it's just water, I promise. But we want to bring in our mixologist for tonight, Brian Burnett, coming to us from the University and Whist Club, and Heather Shapiro from Sagamore Spirits to show us how to make Sagamore cocktails. Let's take a look at this video that he made for us.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tim, for that. And here you guys go. Brian Burnett.
Welcome to University and Whist Club. The members bar. My name is Brian Burnett, the Wizard of the West. One of my known cocktails is called the Italian Old Fashioned, which is a award-winning cocktail from Queens. So we're going to make that cocktail and teach you to understand how to put it together. First thing you need is mason glass, some basil. So the reason why we put the basil in first is when we put the two peppers, we want to muddle it and not bruise it. So we're protecting the basil as we add everything together. So we're going to add our 2 ounces of spirit. We're going to do our 1/2 ounce of honey. And then we're going to do 3 dashes of cardamom bitters. Now we're going to muddle this right on top. So we're not bruising the basil and releasing all the oils inside the cocktail. Then you add your ice. Then we're going to stir it. So this is the same thing as rolling, but we're going to stir in this glass. Now we're going to do a little more technique called a pre-char. So we're going to take a bay leaf and we're going to smoke this glass, releasing all the oils in this cocktail. All the condensation and smoke is sticking to the glass. This is for the aromatic smell. Garnish with the basil. And then open. So this is the Italian Old Fashioned. Light, refreshing, easy drink for summertime. It goes very well with a nice seafood dish or nice barbecue entree. Now we're going to our next cocktail. So this is a Manhattan style, but a little bit of a twist. This is the orange fig smoked Manhattan. So we're going to take dried figs, some oranges, and then we're going to do some brown sugar, ½ ounce. Then we're going to do some Sagamore whiskey, 2 ounces. And finally, we're going to do some black walnut bitters. And some orange bitters. Same technique, we're going to muddle this. We're going to grab some ice. And then we're going to stir this too. Then we're going to take a fig and then we're going to char. And then strain this right in the glass. Finally, we're going to smoke this cocktail. Now what I have here is hickory wood chips, clove, and cinnamon. And we're going to smoke it. As you can see, it's infusing inside the glass, capturing all the flavors of the cinnamon, clove, and hickory smoke. Now it's your choice if you want to let it sit longer or not. The more time it's sitting there, the smokier it's going to be. So it's your preference. And whenever you're ready, just lift it up. Enjoy your orange and fig smoked Manhattan. Enjoy.
So, man, I'm thirsty.
I'm pretty sure if I tried either of those drinks, anything involving fire, I'm pretty sure the Tallyville Fire Company would be at my house in about 20 minutes going, like shaking their head going, dude, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, you're not qualified to do that. You're not as smart as Brian is there, who, by the way, looked really kicking in that vest. And it got me thinking, my wife teaches at Padua Academy, which is like a block away from University and Whist Club. Like, that could be like our after school spot. Like, we can meet up there sometime. I like that. And of course we have Heather Shapiro is with us from Sagamore Spirits. Heather, when you see your products used like that, I mean, that could be the most creative use of any products I've ever seen. That was off the chart.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. Brian definitely is a mixology genius. So we had, well, first of all, we're very excited to collaborate with Meals on Wheels this year, and obviously came into the mix through Brian. We do a lot with the University Whist Club, and he is just, it's unlike any other. I mean, the drinks that he makes, he does a lot of barrel-aged cocktails, and just where he gets these ideas, like smoking peppers and, you know, somehow managing to make that all taste good it's something I'll never understand. So we just provide the whiskey and then he does all the work. So, but yeah, it's definitely a treat. So if you do get the opportunity to pop in and try some of his creations, I highly recommend it.
Where are you coming to us from today? Ballpark, not your real address. You know what I'm saying?
So I actually am based in Philadelphia. Sagamore Rye is based in Baltimore, Maryland. I am the regional manager for Delaware, Pennsylvania, and Ohio. So Delaware is a market I've been working with for a very long time, near and dear to my heart. So we work with a lot of the on-premise as well as retail accounts throughout the entire state, all through all through, all the way up to Wilmington, all the way down to the beach. So
that's what I was going to ask you. If we want to buy Sagamore products, where can we go?
Oh, any Total Wine and More. I always start with that because they literally have everything.
I've heard of that.
If you're down at the beach, you could go to Banks, you could go to Outlet, you could go to Cape, pretty much anywhere down at the beach.
Gotcha.
All of pretty much every liquor store carries our signature. And then kind of as you go to more of like the premium stores, you can get the Double Oak, the Cask Strength. And then our most recent, we do a lot of limited releases. And the most recent limited release that we did, we finished the Sagamore in extra añejo barrels, specifically Patron barrels. So those are kind of one and dones, and they're very special. It's really great what we do with these different finishes here. So
when you held up that bottle, I actually found myself reaching toward the side of the screen, like to see if I could get it. It just,
well,
sorry, Zoom's great, but it ain't that great.
We'll definitely go to your local store and pick up a bottle. So for any of you that need to see that again, and like I said, all of the different finishes are truly amazing. But we are based in Baltimore. One thing I just want to point out is that rye whiskey actually started in Maryland and Pennsylvania, and a lot of people don't know that. And Maryland and Pennsylvania were actually making rye before Kentucky was even a state. So everyone thinks if it's not bourbon, it's not whiskey, and that's actually 1,000% incorrect. The only reason that people actually went down or migrated back in 1783, and a brand that you might be really familiar with, Basil Hayden, they were actually making whiskey in Baltimore. And then because there was a rye shortage, and because rye became really expensive and difficult to work with and was considered to be more of a cover crop, they found out there was this abundance of corn down in Kentucky, and it was super cheap. So that was kind of like where bourbon was born. So Sagamore is a little different than your typical rye. People either love or hate rye because it's super high proof, super spicy. So Maryland style is to add a little bit more corn, and that corn kind of helps to round it out, make it a little smoother, finish closer to a bourbon. So it's kind of like a great way to transition people from bourbon into rye. And I always say the signature, this is the introduction into the portfolio and what Brian was using as the base of his cocktails. I say this one's kind of like a little training wheels rye. It allows you to kind of dip your toe. It just doesn't have as like a sharp or harsh as a finish as some of the other ones that are out there. So if you are interested in getting into rye, because there's been this huge resurgence in the past few years, and then especially in cocktails like old fashions and Manhattans, which people are really enjoying making at home, pre-prohibition, rye whiskey was actually the base of that before bourbon. And bourbon is actually so much sweeter that the rye really stands out in these cocktails. So
to recap, give rye a try.
Give rye a try.
Screw you, Kentucky. Really? I mean, if that's what we're going with this, I mean, we're like, Maryland's better than Kentucky. That's what you're saying. I'm down with that. I like it. I like Ocean City. I like Deep Creek Lake out in Western Maryland. I like it all. I'm down with that.
Exactly.
Heather, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Heather, we appreciate you being on.
Really, this is awesome.
And you also said dip your toe in it. So I don't know if that's like a pedicure technique or like we're just doing something new there, but that sounds different. Ivan, looks like you got a little something in your glass.
Get some?
Look, let me tell you something. She said training wheels, right? I'm thinking more 10 speed. You know what I mean?
Ivan's like I'm going downhill without brakes right now. I don't know about training wheels.
Hey, man, look, this is amazing. This drink right here, just neat is awesome. I'm telling you.
There you go. Maybe you could even do a little drop or two of water if you want to open it up. That's all good. It's a personal preference, but give it a try. And thank you so much, Heather, for being on. We appreciate you and the support for Meals on Wheels.
Thank you for having us. And to your point, Bardea, they do carry us there. And I believe it is on the cocktail menu. So you can definitely enjoy it right down the street from the studio. So thanks again for having us. Thank you to Regina. And we're excited to collaborate with everybody this year. We hope it's a great rest of the event for you guys.
No, we appreciate it, and have yourself a wonderful day. Stay tuned. Obviously, more program here to come. And I wanted to just remind everybody that today is the kickoff, believe it or not, a volunteer week, which is a big thing across, the state with all nonprofits. But we obviously want to celebrate the volunteers who make Meals on Wheels really just run. And, this is the start of that week. There's a lot of stuff happening. And if you guys are interested in getting involved in taking part in really helping this mission forward, go to the website, reach out, learn how you can do that. But again, Volunteer Week launching here today. And we want to also recognize the partner programs, which is where if you know somebody who needs a meal, or if you've got somebody that, you yourself or others need a meal, you can reach out to any of these locations. They can set you up with the service, and Meals on Wheels is here to serve and to help take care of you and your family's needs. So those are the partner locations. You can see them there on the screen. Again, Volunteer Week and our partner programs. Please take a look at those. And with that, I want to say getting hungry, but who wants to talk about some food? Who wants to get into this chef segment? I know I do. Ivan, I see you're ready. Tim, you're definitely
I'm ready.
So with that, we're going to get going towards our first pairing. So who do we have?
Look, we got the drinks out of the way. Let's rock and roll. Let's go full steam ahead. We got two amazing women here. First team is Susan Tizar of Mantra Shea Fine Foods and Jennifer Belm Lazzarini. Susan established the Centerville Cafe in 2003, supporting the local community with breakfast and lunch daily. During the cafe's first year, clients appreciated her amazing just warmth and atmosphere that they asked her, and they like, hey, Susan, you gotta do a catering. So her offsite catering grew the business and is the basis of the Mantra Shea Fine Foods conglomerate. So make sure you check her out there. The next one, we got her teammate, and we're going to tag it in like it's the WWF here, is Susan. Susan teamed up with the former Delawarean, Jennifer Belm Lazzarini. Jenny from the block, I'm going to call her if she don't mind. Jenny is Gordon Ramsay season 2 winner of Fox MasterChef USA, and just an impressive culinary career. It's so much I can add on here, but I'm gonna cut it short right here because number one, she beat Bobby Flay. Tim, you there, Tim?
Yeah.
Where you at, Tim?
We gathered around, and like very few people beat Bobby Flay, and sometimes I think it's rigged in Bobby Flay's favor. And
right.
I said, Jenny's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. She whooped Bobby Flay, and it was great. It was well deserved. Yeah. I'm a big Jenny fan.
Yeah, Jenny from the block. Congratulations, Susan. Ladies, tell us what you got on what you guys created.
Jen, why don't you get us started?
Sure. So I've known Susan for a long time, and when she called me and asked me to help with Meals on Wheels, I didn't hesitate because she's truly one of my favorite people to collaborate with. But she's also just an amazing person. So we did this beautiful Vietnamese spring roll, and we kind of took the banh mi concept and stepped it up. And Susan, you posted those beautiful radishes that you hand cut each radish. She's crazy lady. That's why I love working with her, because her attention to detail is so refined. And Ivan, you're so right. Her food is outstanding. When I lived in Delaware, I probably ate there twice a week on takeout. But the Vietnamese spring roll is so fresh and it's so vibrant. And we really wanted to, I think, touch on that portion of, food should be fun, but it should also be beautiful, and you should eat with your eyes first. I always say that. Your eyes eat first, your mouth is the last sense to actually come on board. So Susan does an amazing job. So I'll let her tell you about our second course.
Well, the second course is complicated because it's got all of these different ingredients and attitude of it's stuffed quail, okay, which is lovely in and of itself. And we all think, oh, there isn't much meat there. It's this little tiny bird. But we're stuffing it with chorizo and dried cherries. And then we're wrapping the whole bird in pork belly with bourbon. And by the way, I love Sagamore. I've had the honor of a tour in Baltimore at the distillery, and it's absolutely fantastic. And then we've got a chimichurri sauce to kind of brighten everything up, parsnip puree with a serious amount of heavy cream. And edamame succotash with one of our favorite local farmers, fresh corn, that I overload in the summer and flash freeze. So we're cleaning out all our inventory for it. So that's the main course, whether you're eating in or getting dinner to go. We're thrilled.
You ladies sound like you just had a heck of a time working on this menu together. Like straight food alchemists. That's what I'm gonna call you now from now on.
we have a lot of fun. And one of the luxuries is Jenny gets the whole flavor thing. And I like to kind of then play with how can I make it look really interesting. So I pull out, weird cutters and shapes and sizes, and it all works. So I have a degree in fine arts. It lets me use that. And then our dessert is even more fun because it's a layered dessert. It's kind of a pot de creme, but it's guava, lemon, candied lemon, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit more cream. So nobody's going to be hungry at the end of this evening.
I hear that.
Just put it this way. I mean, when Susan and I were talking about it, this is what I love working with Susan, is because I say one thing and then she's like, how about this? And how about that? And then we're like, oh my gosh, well, and everybody knows HGs. I mean, you live for the moment that corn hits the stand, because you literally fly down 52 to get, I will say living in Rhode Island is great, but I miss my Delaware corn and my Jersey sweet corn. There is nothing like it. No one comes to it, and that is like amazing. But, being able to collaborate with her, because Meals on Wheels for me is so close to my heart. I delivered for 5 years. I actually delivered in the tornado that came through Hockessin, and actually carried someone from their house to the neighbor's house right after the tornado knocked a huge tree down. So when she called me, I didn't care what I had going on. I mean, we're going a million different directions with catering and doing events here and different types of businesses we have going on. But I said, you know what? Tell me the date. I'm going to block it out. You have my undivided attention. And just an honor to be able to collaborate with such an amazing group of people. I've done it for years at the brunch. And Susan and I shared a few cocktails at the brunch. I've actually co-hosted the brunch a few years ago too. So this is something that, is awesome. It's awesome.
Well, I definitely appreciate it. And I want to ask you this one question before, and you answered it, Jenny from the block. But I want to ask Susan this before we get into that bracelet, that amazing bracelet that you're wearing that's up for auction. Let's talk about this. What is your why? I am fascinated to know people's why. I think the why is the catalyst and the fuel for people to do what they do outside of cooking, outside of, taking care of family. What is your why with Meals on Wheels, Susan?
I love Meals on Wheels. I first learned about the very first brunch a million years ago and have attended literally every single year. The first time I heard about it, I was living in West by God, Virginia, and told my husband, we're planning a trip to Delaware to attend this event. So it's that important to me. I have also had the luxury and honor of delivering some meals, not for 5 years, but it's a remarkable organization. The people who work with it every day just are near to your heart, they're just the best of the best.
It is an amazing organization. Obviously, that's why we're all here. Ivan, Susan, Jenny, we could talk to you guys all day, obviously, but we have a whole bunch of other chefs to get to. But let's talk about this bracelet real quick so we can highlight that. And then we are going to need to keep it moving because, unfortunately, we're not on all day as much as we'd love to hang out and chat. But what do we got with this bracelet? Let's talk about it.
This bracelet is really beautiful. I'm going to try to hold it a little closer to my camera. It's sterling and gold. It's donated by Mr. and Mrs. Leonard Lukowitz. I hope I pronounced that correctly. It's gorgeous. It has a really nice feel to it, a nice weight. What's really nice, you can see a little bit of the embossing on it. It's Morse code for I love you. Now, how cool is that? So you can walk around wearing something that says I love you all day, every day. And it's like a little secret, between you and your special person. And I think that's really remarkable.
And here's something that's not a secret. You can bid on that bracelet in the auction. And that's one wonderful way that you can support Meals on Wheels Delaware. We really just want to say thank you for being on with us. I'm excited try this meal. I've got it lined up as one of the ones I'm trying, this week. So I'm excited. My wife and I are really much looking forward to that. So thank you guys. Keep rocking it out. Bobby Flay's going to have to do better next time. So call it what it is. You guys are amazing. Thanks so much for being on. And, we're going to bring Tim on, and we're going to keep this conversation rolling with our Meals on Wheels Celebrity Chef Celebration.
Yeah, most people don't know, but I speak Morse code. That means you're looking good today. It's my man over there. I love it. Our next chef team, Alex Seidel from Denver, Colorado, and Brent Chalou from La Banca in Middletown. We'll get to Alex in a second. Alex is not technically here right now. We're going to talk about Brent. Brent graduated from the Art Institute of Philadelphia with a degree in culinary arts. He was at Harry's Seafood. He then went to Old Calypso in Delray Beach, Florida. He returned to Delaware, thankfully, in 2014 to work at Domaine Hudson. And here's my favorite thing about this guy. He is a mentor for the Crop Foundation, working with students at William Penn High School. And if you've never had a chance to really check out the catering program at William Penn High School, it's inspiring. It is really, really, really neat. In 2018, Brent moved to Arizona and took helm as sous chef at the Fat Ox. He returned to Delaware. Thankfully, again, just stay in Delaware. Don't keep leaving. And took the position of chef de la cuisine at La Banca. And since Brent has been promoted to executive chef, which only makes sense. We're going to talk to Brent in one second. But Alex is the chef owner of Fruition Restaurant and a few others in Denver. He's been a chef of the year. He was the James Beard Foundation Best Chef for the Southwest. There's a long list of awards. I have it on my iPad here. I'm not going to read them all because it's a lot. And he's not really here, but he did send us this video message. Take a look.
Hello, my name is Alex Seidel, and I'm coming to you from sunny Denver, Colorado, here at Mercantile Dining and Provision. Here to talk about Meals on Wheels and the Celebrity Chefs virtual event this year. Unfortunately, I won't be able to participate and fly out there to see all of you. But I definitely wanted to take some time to share my thoughts about Meals on Wheels. My great-grandmother, we called her Dada. She was the first person I ever knew that received meals from Meals on Wheels. And so it's always been a special organization to me. Feeding people is what I do. And if we can feed people more nutritious and healthy foods, all the better. This year, unfortunately, I won't be able to travel to the event, as I said, but I was really fortunate to hook up with Chef Brent from La Banca down in Middletown, Delaware, and we put together a menu, collaborated. He made it really easy on me. He started off with a nice little spring pea and carrot dish, and asked me to represent Colorado by doing some lamb. So we're bringing some healthy Colorado rack of lamb to you. So we're going to be serving that. I hope you guys enjoy. My very best to everyone there participating. Certainly will miss it 2 years in a row, but hope to get back. I think I've been participating in this Delaware event since, maybe 10 years or so now. So it's always special to get out there and see friends and organizers from the event. And I wish you all the best this year, and I hope we raise lots of money.
He also won our Philip Seymour Hoffman lookalike contest.
Yes, absolutely. He's had a great career as a chef
like him.
and a celebrity stand-in, so that's perfect. That's a great combo.
I'm going to Denver, and I'm supposed to go to Denver in July, so I might have to hit up some of his places. But Brent, we're really glad to have you here. First of all, this menu, tell us about what you guys have made here.
Well, thank you, everyone. It's an honor to be here, and I am glad to be back in Delaware permanently.
Thank you.
Anymore.
Stay here. Like, enough of this leaving, Brent. Like, we're done with this, bro.
I got to go see little bits and pieces and bring it all back and put it into one. So it was cool working with Chef Alex. We emailed and chatted a little bit and picked his brain with some of his farm fresh ingredients that he has out there and his dairy creamery and things. So I wanted to highlight some of his favorite ingredients and my favorite ingredients and put it all together and kind of make it our own and fun, bright, vibrant, a lot of cool textures, different variations, different different applications and techniques. So sweet peas and carrots, heirloom carrots, roasted, pickled, braised.
God, that sounds good.
Fresh English peas. We're going to do an orange and carrot vinaigrette with that, some pea tendrils, soft herb, just bright, beautiful, and vibrant.
Hey, Brent, thanks for being on. I really appreciate it. We also really appreciate all you do for Meals on Wheels and also all you do for William Penn High School. I think that program is just unbelievable there. The up and coming Brent Chaloux, they're coming out of there and they're really talented people, but they can't do it without guys like you helping out. So thank you very much.
Every now and then, everybody needs a little bit of help and guidance and figure them out which path they want to go, whether it's cooking or lawyers or doctors or whatever. But keep cooking, guys.
The man. Thanks, Brent.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
Thank you very much.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you. And what an amazing program they do have there. Awesome food there at La Banca. Just keep up the work, great work you're doing. And, hopefully you get a bunch of people to see you this week as part of the Celebrity Chef Celebration.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, and speaking of which, Chris, we want to keep saying it, and I keep forgetting. We need to shout out the raffle links and all the links that we're talking about on the website right now, because there are a lot of great prizes, lots of great reasons that you should stay with us to the end of the program today, and also things that you can use this week and beyond. So make sure you go to those links. But now we want to bring in Antimo DeMeo from Bardea and Deb Paquette from Etch in Nashville, Tennessee. Antimo has worked in Michelin star kitchens under Gennaro Esposito at Ristorante del Saraceno in Italy, and a lot of other restaurants that have way more than their fair share of vowels in their name. There are a lot of E's. It's pretty impressive. But Antimo is currently co-owner and executive chef at Bardea Food and Drink, which, listen, if you, they were a James Beard semifinals for Best New Restaurant. The Biden campaign were regulars when they were at the Queen Theater. If you are in downtown Wilmington and it's dinner time and you drive by that corner, what is that, 8th and Market, you're going to smell their food and you ain't going anywhere. You're going right in the door because it's that good. So we're really excited. And Deb is here from coming to us live from Nashville, home of hot chicken, which is like the greatest thing ever made. It's just the best. I can't get enough of it. I've been a fixture in Nashville's food scene for over 30 years, a real trailblazer, a dedicated mentor, kind of like Brent, community advocate or adventurous cuisines from all over the world, countless awards, 13-year run at Gourmet Magazine's top 60 winning Zola to today. Again, these resumes that they send us here are like insane because you just I can't go through all these awards. So I'm just going to get right to it. Deb and Antimo, thank you so much for being here. Deb, what's it like in Nashville today? Can you smell the hot chicken in the air?
Well, we are just making sure, Deb, make sure you unmute yourself. We have you there, but we just want to make sure we can hear you. And Antimo as well. We've got you on, but we need to see you. So we're just going to have to riff here. Live broadcast, things happen. But here we are. Deb, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
All right.
You hear me?
Perfect. We're going to bring you in.
Can you hear me? No.
We can hear you. We're working on seeing you.
There we are. Deb's with us now.
There we are. There she is.
All right, Deb, you look great.
A little tired. Brunch was big today.
Yeah. Hey, listen, what's it like in Nashville today? It's a beautiful day here in Delaware. What's it like out there today?
It's gloomy, but it's nice. And we just finished brunch and we have a hot chicken a l'orange on fluffy pancakes with
Come on.
With some kind of funky butter.
Anyway. I was telling everybody yesterday, I had to go for work. I had to go to Nashville for one day, which was not nearly enough. I was there for like 9 hours.
No.
And the guy I was visiting, Oates from Hall & Oates, I'm just dropping the name right there. He was recording. Yes. And he had to take us somewhere quickly and near his studio where he was recording. And I forget the name of the place, but he said, you got to have hot chicken. I said, well, how great is hot chicken? Like, what's the big deal about hot chicken? And he's like, you got to just go. And we went, and Nashville hot chicken is just something special. Why is it so special, Deb? Please explain to people watching that are just hearing hot chicken and they're thinking, what is it, like spicy Chick-fil-A sandwich? It's not like that.
No, it's just everybody has their own version of it. And it's just the thing to try. And you can't eat the extra hot or you're in pain.
Yeah.
Real pain when it goes in and when it goes out. So you have to be where you go to eat hot chicken. Because it stays with you. But anyway,
it kind of did. I had a flight home that day, and John Oates, I remember saying, he's like, "Yeah, don't get the hottest." So,
don't get the hottest. But
I
anyway,
went kind of on the mild end, but it was delicious. It was awesome. Tell us about your menu teaming up with Antimo.
well, I sent Antimo some recipes of some things that I really like from my past menus. And we did a lamb barbacoa on a Belgian endive with a bunch of little fluffy trinkets on top. And we did an Indian puri stuffed. And a puri is a little fried crispy dough, and you stuff it full of, I did Amarillo potatoes and something. And then I did a pastrami beet with a Dijon cream and a smoked apple sauce and a couple other things. And hopefully he can, I don't know if he can show you. I don't know if he's doing plain show and tell, but I'm not exactly sure how he ended up with finishing off the products, but I'm curious. And but anyway, it was a lot of fun, and I really miss Meals on Wheels. I love the ladies who run the operation. They're like the best ever, and this is my favorite event of all the events I do all year long. Everybody's great. It's a brunch. It's fun, and I love supporting seniors now that I've reached. Like I'm a senior myself. Anyway.
But you're still crushing it in Nashville, and we're just so lucky to have you. Thanks for all you do, and we can't wait to get you back in Delaware. And we're gonna have normalcy here pretty soon. And when you come in, we gotta have hot chicken. So next year when you come back, we gotta do something with hot chicken, like at least a little something on the side. I need me real hot chicken, not this fake stuff that you see like some restaurants.
When I bring the hot chicken, I'm also going to bring my accent with me because
love it.
Oh, that makes it even better. It tastes better with an accent.
Let's go.
Really hot chicken.
Now, is that accent because of the heat in the mouth? You can't you got reaction to the heat?
No, it's just because I've been in Nashville so long.
No, I'm just teasing with you. I'm just playing. Nashville's amazing, by the way. I love Nashville. It's so much fun.
It's a great place. I love it. I've been here for almost 40 years. Love it.
That's awesome. Well, next time I'm down there, I'm definitely going to find you. So I look forward to that. And thank you for being on with us. Thank you for collaborating with Antimo and Bardea. I know that's a great collaboration, and they do a great job. And obviously they were having a little trouble with their video, but that's all right.
And I'd love to thank Regina. She has been the best person to work with because she knows that all of our chefs, we're a pain in the ass sometimes because we're always busy. So I respect her intensely, and she does a fabulous job. With the rest of you ladies, you know who you are. Love you.
No, absolutely. Regina and the whole team over there at Meals on Wheels are amazing. And you know that. It's a big part of why you love this event so much and why we're all here today to celebrate Meals on Wheels of Delaware in this Celebrity Chef Celebration. So we are going to keep the program moving. We've got another meal to talk about and discuss. So, hey, Tim, I guess, is this one Ivan? Ivan, take it away.
This is Ivan.
All right. So I'm telling you, that's a WWF tag in, bro. You're killing the game over there, man. You're killing. There you go, Tim. All right. We got two chefs on deck right now, Chef DiBianca and Chef Tazar. Mike DiBianca is a CIA graduate and a local star in the Wilmington dining scene, formerly a restaurant 821 in Wilmington, where he was the sous chef. Now the guy he's just freaking amazing. 15-year veteran in the Wilmington dining scene, semifinalist for the James Beard Awards. John Tazar's career has spanned it for decades, like numerous accolades, more awards than Prince. All right. And I'm not lying there. More awards than Prince. Tim, what? I saw that face. There you go. More awards than Prince. Guy is an amazing chef. So we have a special message from John. Let's go to that real quick.
Hello, everyone in Delaware and Philadelphia too, because it's right next door. Happy Meals on Wheels weekend. Sorry I'm not going to be there. Chef Michael, Restaurant Zero, thank you so much for doing my menu. I apologize for not being on the Zoom call, but I am opening a restaurant here in Florida, and I'm opening one in California at the same time during this pandemic. And I hope everyone is hanging in there, and gonna have a good time after this pandemic is over. I miss everybody and appreciate everybody, from the Goldbergs to all the corporate chefs who put on, who help us in the kitchen, and all the local chefs who have been supporting Meals on Wheels for years. Thank you very much, and hopefully we'll all be back together next year when this pandemic is over. So have a wonderful brunch, Everybody, hopefully enjoy the food. Chef Michael, you're awesome. Thank you. Look forward to meeting you. Regina and the gang, we'll see you soon. Miss drinking over at the Goldberg's house too. Take care, everybody.
All right, so there he was, and glad we could get at least a quick message, in from him. And we don't have Michael, but what we do have is we have a meal to talk about. So Ivan, let's go through this meal real quick that they whipped up together.
Okay, let's see. We got boom, boom, boom. What is it? The meatball, big
it's
dog.
It's a 3 meatball. It's a meat b-ball. I don't even. Is it like
Meat
b-boy
b-ball.
style by the mile? What do we got going on there? Parmesan style.
3 meat b-ball Parmesan style paired with spicy marinara sauce. I could do that. I can.
Yeah,
do
that work. Okay, keep going.
Okay, then Tazar's specialty is steak, so that's his number one thing. Strip loin steak coated with cracked peppercorn. Come on, man.
You got a little steak au pois, a little. You got to try to say that for me, Ivan.
I bet you I won't.
Okay, there it is. No worries.
There you go. Steak en pois.
That'll work. Hey, we'll go with it. We'll work it. Okay. That'll work. I like it. What kind of sides are we working with that one?
Salad with the perfect vinaigrette, fries, and for dessert, red wine. Now that's you right there. What is that?
Oh man, I love some red wine, but it's a mascarpone.
Mascarpone.
I love it. Yeah, so it's very nice, and that's a good one. Obviously, Chef DiBianco also added his own flair, and the two of them worked well together to create a wonderful meal that you guys can get at Ciro this week. So hopefully you're taking advantage of that meal as well as the others, and it's just a lot of good, tasty goodness all lined up for everybody here in Delaware and the surrounding areas. So it's a beautiful thing.
Hey, Chris, these are some amazing recipes, man. Some amazing recipes, and I can't wait to try mine out. So I my dish out. I'm at Bardet next week. So
there you go. Wait. Very nice. Lined it up. Very nice. Exciting. And I know that the program continues, right? So we're going to keep things rocking along. And I believe we have another chef
local
collaboration
legend
lined up and ready. Yeah. So who we got?
We got local legend Tom Hannum and Michael Blackie from Next in Ottawa, Canada. Tom graduated from the Culinary Institute of America and began working at the Hotel DuPont, one of my favorites, moving up the ranks to executive chef until the day he retired in 2011. Look, he has prepared a 3-course menu for the popular Chef on a Shoestring live segment for CBS Saturday early morning. He also had a prestigious honor to cook with a legendary, come on, drum roll, Julia Childs. There we go.
Hello, everybody. We're here today to cook.
No, look, he is on the board on Meals on Wheels and the Delaware Restaurant Association, and mentor to Cesar Rodney High School Pro Star Culinary Team, guiding them to the national championship competition, excuse me, and a mentor over 100 culinary students, externs from the CIA. So shout out to Tom. Joining him, a longtime celebrity chef brunch, participated in friend, drum roll, Michael Blackie.
Give it to him.
Michael Blackie has been cooking for over 30 years on 3 continents. During this time, he has worked on some of the world's finest restaurants, including the Windsor Arms Hotel in Toronto and over in Bali as well. He's an executive 5-star, which is an executive 5-star facility. Welcome, guys. You guys are amazing. Let's talk about your dish.
You know, I just got to say, like, without Tom, I'm nothing in this video, right? Tom and I got to connect a couple of weeks ago and put together this great menu of food memory that I love. But more importantly, Ivan, I just want to go back to what you said earlier about the why, and why am I here, and why have I been such a strong supporter to this event? Well, my thanks goes to Roger Herring out of Chicago, who I met at the PEI Shellfish Festival 9 years ago. And we weren't hammered. We weren't at a bar. He showed up late for a presentation. I was sitting at a table and I saw him out in the corner, and I'm just like, good old Canadian hospitality, bro, get over here. I got a chair for you. And we just hit it off. And before I knew it, he had reached out to me about this event. Aside from getting to meet incredible chefs. Tom and I have known each other since it's actually going to be my 9th year. I am not going to play that thing that it's my 28th birthday again for the 2nd year in a row through this pandemic. I'm proud that I'm here with you guys. I love what you guys do. We don't see this kind of organization and enthusiasm, yes, but your organization and your skills that you all bring together to make this event always inspires me. And we make a family trip out of it. So my wife Jillian's here with us today. We'll get a shout out to her in a second. But Tom, the menu that we put together, we did a 4-courser. And Tom, did you want to introduce the first course?
Well, you did all the work. I'm just going to be cooking it. But we have a smoked haddock, double smoked bacon chowder. So I'm excited for that. My customers like the chowder that I have, which is a typical New England style chowder. But I was looking forward to having something a little different. So, and first I'd like to say I've loved having Michael, working with him over the years. Does great food. And when they asked me who I wanted to be paired with, the first name out of my mouth was Michael Blackie. So I was glad to have first choice for one thing. But I always have a great time. He has a great time at our events, and so I was lucky to be paired with him. So, but he did all the work picking the menu out. I'm just going to try to produce it and meet his expectations.
Awesome. You guys rock. Appreciate you guys.
Ain't even going to be a hesitation on that. And you know, I don't have any worries when it comes to Tom. So quickly, that chowder course, it's a milky broth. Jillian and I years ago, we did a trip all the way down the East Coast eating soup. Chowder everywhere we went, and in the end, out of all that experience, that's where we came up with this milky smoked haddock. As some of you know my profile, I have a background from the UK, love the smoked haddock flavors. We roll into a pork belly done with a dark and stormy sauce, something I featured one year at Delaware. And you know, I made 2,000 portions, but the mistake was I was the first booth when people came into the building. We were at the old Hercules facility. And I was like annihilated. I was annihilated in like 40 minutes because people were like, "Can I get 2? Can I get 2 of those bad boys?" Right. So, and then we finished off with a Mexican. One part of my life, I lived in Mexico, and we finished off with a Mexican molten. So it's got a little bit of chipotle, a little bit of spice kick to it. So it's a fun little menu, and I think it's a good representation not only just of Canadian flavors, but of what I've kind of brought to the table over the years. I do want to bring in somebody that I know a lot of people here on the camera from Delaware are looking forward to seeing. I haven't seen in a while. Jillian. She's busy in the kitchen. We're making dinner over here in Ottawa, Canada, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Nice to see you,
How you
Tom.
doing?
Hello. Hi, Deb. I see Deb there.
You see Deb up there in the
yeah,
corner.
in the corner.
Yeah.
Nice to see everybody.
Great job you guys are doing, man.
Now,
Thank
we
you so much.
appreciate you guys being on. This is great. And I'm more excited to even try this meal that you guys whipped up because it sounds delicious. Sounds amazing.
I've had
Say
my
it again, Chris.
make a spicy, dark and stormy to go with the pork belly. So I got them being creative too.
Very nice.
Nice. Oh my God.
All about
Chris. I'm great. Hop in this kitchen and cook some chowder up because they got me starving over here.
Yeah,
man.
well, you know where we'll be then right after this is we'll be heading your way. That sounds perfect.
Right.
Yeah, I don't, no offense, Ivan, but you're not going to make dark and stormy like Tom and Michael. Like I have a feeling you can't pull that off like these guys can. That would be amazing.
Bro,
I'm so hungry, by the way. Like I'm sitting here. Yeah. This is how pathetic this is. Here's my snack bowl. I ran up during the last video.
Oh no!
It's M&Ms and pretzels because I'm just starving. Like I'm talking about food all day, and I'm starving, and I can't wait to try all this stuff. And I'm thinking about the next chefs we have. Harry Savoy, which we all know and everybody loves. You're in for a treat. We have Michael Heaps from Harry's, and we have Don Drake of Magnolias in Charleston, who is like Michael is another sort of a hero. From Meals on Wheels events in the past, and we're so glad he came back. Here's the thing, though. Michael can't be here today. We're going to have a video in a second, but we lost a Michael, but we gained a Bubba because Don has Bubba with him. So we're going to talk to them in just one sec. But before we do that, we want to hear from Michael Heaps, who, again, can't be here with us today, but here's the video he made for us from Harry Savoy.
Hello, I'm Michael Heaps. I'm the executive chef for Harry's Hospitality Group, which is Harry's Savoy Grill and Kid Chalene's. We're proud to support the Meals on Wheels and Celebrity Chefs event, a cause that we've been involved in for several years now. We appreciate everything that Meals on Wheels does for our senior population and for the Wilmington community. Our brunch event happening Sunday the 25th at Harry's Savoy Grill, we're going to feature a taste of the South. We're thrilled to be paired with Chef Don Drake of Magnolia's in Charleston, South Carolina. Magnolia's and Chef Don, they're known for their shrimp and grits. We've decided to kind of recreate that for our Wilmington audience. We're going to start the meal with a spinach and frisee salad. It's going to be paired with some pepper-crusted pork belly. We're going to do some compressed apples with that, a little bit of egg, toasted pecans, and we're going to finish that with a maple Dijon vinaigrette. Alongside the shrimp and grits, our guests are going to enjoy one of Chef Don's creations, which is a white lily sweet biscuit. That's going to be paired with Boone Hall plantation strawberries, as well as creme glaze, raspberry sauce, and whipped cream. To complement the meal, our guests are going to be able to choose between two different cocktails, an Absolute Papar Bloody Mary or a classic mimosa cocktail. I'd just like to say thanks for supporting Meals on Wheels. We look forward to serving our guests at this year's Celebrity Chefs event, and just like to say thanks again.
Well, with that, now we can bring in our bonus Bubba. So
we're down one Michael, we're up a Bubba. I'll take it. That's good math. The way where I come from, that's good math right there. Hey, Don. Hey, guys.
Hey, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's right. It looks like a nice day in South Carolina.
Oh, it is. We're located on a Bear Island off the coast. So it's a great day. And I can say hello to all our friends in Wilmington area. Definitely Tina and Ray and Brown, from where.
It's kind of jamming up.
Gee,
I think on the island.
That's a great event.
Yeah, I don't know if the internet can handle all that Bubba. I think the Bubba factor might be, kicking in on us a little bit here.
Yeah, he's a legend.
That's called Bubba buffering. That's
it's a Bubba buffer. That's what that was for sure. But that looks like Bubba's buffered now. So,
but Don has been all over. Don, I'm in a few weeks or 2 months from today. I'm leaving for Hilton Head, and my daughter, she wants to look at College of Charleston. And I think I might have to come up for a visit to you guys because I think some shrimp and grits are on my personal menu. Sound like a good plan? See the college, get some grits?
Well, it's a great plan. It's a great school. She'll love living here.
She'll definitely.
And then you're going to love visiting too. So you come visit us at Boot.
Yeah, we sure like Hilton Head, and we love South Carolina. So we think it's great. And you're a regular, but the shrimp and grits. Tell me, because you talk to people about grits, and sometimes people think grits are boring. And I'm like, not the way Don does. I'm like, not. You gotta have good grits. You gotta have shrimp and grits. What's the
I gotta
secret
try
to
these
making
grits.
it? Oh, Ivan, it's like heaven in your mouth. Like you can't stop. It's like one of those things. Like you don't want it to end. You see the bottom of the bowl coming, and you just kind of get sad. What's the secret?
The secret is throw away the instant grits, throw away the quick grits, and you got to cook stone ground grits. Well, I think grits got a sort of a bad rap just because the guys up north cooking these instant grits, and they have just like a big white mound on the paper. It's like tastes like paper too. And then they said everybody goes, "You like grits?" Nah, we don't like grits, but we use just stone ground grits. I've used the same kind of grits for 30 years now, and they're delicious.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you being here, and I like Bubba. He just sits back there like the enforcer. He looks like he's like, you're trouble man. You have any trouble? Bubba goes after him.
Well, I think Bubba's on quality control.
Nah, he's a lady fan.
I'm trying to do my best. Hey, I'm gonna need Meals on Wheels.
He's a vibe.
You know what
enforcer.
GRIT stands for, though?
What's that?
Yeah, what's that?
Girls Raised in the South.
Oh, okay. Girls raised in the South. Grits. There it is. Now we know.
Had me nervous
that.
for a
I didn't
minute.
know that.
Yeah, me too. I was like, this is a family show. Where's this going? Where's Bubba
I was
going with this one?
very glad that landed where it did. Let's call it what it
Stands
is.
for Girls Raised in is the guys behind this event.
Hey, listen, though, we really appreciate all you do for Meals on Wheels, and we look forward to seeing you back in person. And everybody should obviously go to Harry's and try this delicious menu that they've come up with for us. It's really awesome. Guys, Don, Bubba, thanks so much for being with us today. We appreciate it, fellas.
Thank you, guys.
God bless.
Absolutely. Thank you for being on. We appreciate you. Have fun. Oh man, Bubba, I tell you what, everybody should have a vibe enforcer in that's great. Just up your ante, make it happen. They got it figured out.
It's funny though, and you guys are like right in downtown Wilmington. So you guys see this when you see all these chefs come on and there's big smiles on faces and they're taking their time to help. This year has really been a bad year to be for a restaurant. Right. And all the people that have been on before. I mean, Susan earlier. Yeah. I'm sure everybody can tell you how tough it was to close down. Capacity limits. All sorts of restrictions. How much money these places have spent. Coming up with safety precautions and things like that, and extra cleaning supplies and extra sanitation. And by the way, I'm not going to get into politics, but I will say this: the restaurant industry was better prepared for any of this than any other industry because they know clean. They've been doing clean for decades.
Right, exactly.
So don't get me started on that.
They were already
I have friends
doing it. Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
They know what this is about. But
I never ever had any and still don't have any hesitation about going into a Delaware restaurant because I know what their quality level is. So there are other places I'm nervous about going into, but I'm not worried about going into any Delaware restaurants because I know what it takes. So really from the bottom of my heart, and thanks to everybody that's really helped out this year. The to-go orders, the gift cards, and now as things are opening up, please go help these restaurants again, because think of what they're doing for us right now. Think of what they're doing for Meals on Wheels, taking their time out to help.
And there's, you can still get in on some of the raffles and the auctions and all that. And there's some links for that. You can look right there in the chat, and you're able to text by phone using the number 243-725 with the text message CCC21. I feel like we might have missed a number on that, but there it is. It's up on the screen, and you guys will be able to just take part in the virtual auction. Find a way to do your part to make a difference in helping this amazing organization. Obviously, they're here for our community. They're here for our families. They're here for our seniors. And it's a service that really is one of the highlights of a lot of these people's day, not just, those that are receiving the meals, but even the drivers. The relationships that are formed, the bonds that are made goes a long way, even well beyond just the meal. But it's such a great service.
And we do want to give a big shout out. I'm going to read some names here for you because, listen, if you ever do any work with Meals on Wheels, some of the names that I'm about to say, but we really can't thank the people on your screen right now enough. Eric, Carol, Kathy, Michael, Tom, Scott, Stephen, Jane, Tom, Carol, Ray, Mary Ellen, Noreen. I mean, these are just top quality people. And really, again, I go back to this. My grandparents recently passed away. My parents are 70. Eventually, they may need these services. Eventually, I may need these services. My wife, so really what these people are doing, it's God's work. It really is God's work. And we would not want our state to not have these people in our region. So to everybody on that list and everybody involved in this whole event, just thank you so much for all you do, because it makes a world of difference for our community. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, Tim, that's why I'm Delaware's biggest cheerleader, because we, through the beginning of this pandemic and to where we are now, everyone has adapted. They took care of their brother, they took care of their sister, they took care of their neighbor, and everyone put bygones aside and say, we got to get through this together. And this is another way that the Meals on Wheels, what they're doing, and with the chefs, like you said, in the middle of a pandemic, the chefs said, we still have to help out. So thank you, chefs. Thank you, EMTs. Thank you, first responders. Really appreciate you guys for rocking out and keeping us moving. So we take our hats and we salute you, and we will do whatever we can to support you.
We have a door prize to give away real quick, so I want to make sure we don't lose sight of that. And we have somebody that is actually they're still on, so we're asking them to unmute themselves and possibly be highlighted, so we'll see. But the door prize, which again is the drawing for the 2 additional dinner tickets to Buckley's Tavern, that's a great one. Obviously, Tom was on a little earlier talking about
But
that.
you're going to get the chowder, which sounds like
unbelievable,
freaking
like,
amazing.
that's a win and a half. But we will see. If not, let's put them up on here now. We have them on. If you're here to say something, we'd love to highlight you. If not, congratulations to Stephanie Smith Cristiano for winning today's door prize. You are our door prize winner. Congratulations. Enjoy that meal at Buckley's. That's amazing. And yeah, you're going to love that for sure. So that's awesome stuff.
You didn't stipulate in the rules, though, if they don't show up and go on camera, then Tim and Ivan get the gift card.
Oh, is that, that's how it is? Well, we're actually going to spotlight them. Oh, no, that's not it. Sorry.
Nope,
You're not the winner. I'm just kidding. That was
Susan's
a joke.
back.
I'm just teasing.
I'm going to come
No.
see Susan again, too. I like Susan's food is good. Susan's
Yes.
I'm going.
No, Susan,
I've had her on the
I'm
news,
excited
too.
because the detail, that's what they were talking about her, the the art that she brings into it, being a fine arts, person and with that background. It's just really cool to kind of couple that with a love of food, and you get some really beautiful and delicious things coming together from that.
There's good people working for it too. I like going in there. Susan has good people. And I've had Susan on the news before. And every now and then, if I'm getting weather video in Centerville, Susan pops out just to make sure that her little burg there, she's the queen of Centerville. And she comes out and she just makes sure everything's cool. She just wants to know what I'm doing
this week. I'm going this week. Tim, I'm going this week. I'm going
It's
to
great.
Texas.
Yeah, the food's great. Yeah,
I'm going.
Great.
And well, with that, we have I think we have some entertainment we've got lined up for you as well. And that's pretty exciting. We're going to round it out with some music to keep things moving, maybe get you in a little groove this afternoon.
Yeah, so right now, coming up next is What the Funk.
Time to get funky.
Listen to me, lady, you know it's understood. This rain right life ain't doing me no good. And I get so tired of paying the dues. Road don't seem no shorter, running around and running this. But I like to have my fun, I like to run around. I ain't no stranger in nobody's town. But I get tired, get too tired of changing dues. Road don't get no shorter, running around and running this. Well, this running around life might seem nice and easy, but when you're blowing with the wind, sometimes it gets real breezy. And I get tired, I feel like I was born to lose. There ain't no way around it, no way around the running this.
they've got 2 more tracks that they're going to play, but I just wanted to take a second before we keep rolling along and staying funky with What the Funk to say thank you to everyone for participating today. Ivan, Tim, you guys are both amazing. Thank you for joining us and helping host this Celebrity Chef celebration. We've got a little bit more music, and we're also going to finish out with some credits and submission stuff at the end. But it's been a lot of fun working with you guys. I know I'm hungry. Ivan, don't tease me that you're cooking up some of that goodness. I mean, I might roll right over to that kitchen.
I'm going to Bardea.
Oh, so you're coming to me, basically. All right, I'm going to stay right here
right now. I'll text you when I get there. I'm going to Bardea.
Perfect.
I'm just bummed that my pretzels are gone.
Oh man, your M&Ms and pretzels too. You're gonna have to. Well, one more trip to the pantry, Tim.
I'm like a
5-year-old.
I'm really sad.
And we just
want
want
to
to
have my
encourage
Cheerios on my little high chair.
Yeah, you should. We're gonna get you a high chair next time. Maybe one of those little things that hooks into the table and locks you in place. That'd be good. And we just want to say thanks to everybody who's watching. Go to mealsonwheelsde.org. Follow them on social media using those handles right there. Facebook,
Absolutely.
Meals on Wheels Delaware. You can see there with Instagram, Twitter, and the rest there, Meals on Wheels DE. But again, an amazing organization doing incredible work in our community. And we are all thankful just to be here to support and to honor what they're doing.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. Thanks everybody.
Thanks
for having us, and it was great working with you guys too. Ivan, Chris, I love you guys. I'm a big fan, and all of my other friends, and I still see Susan up there, and Randy, and Carol, and Jenny up in Rhode Island. Little Rhodey stuck with us the whole time. We appreciate that, Jenny.
We love it. We appreciate everyone.
It's so much fun. It's. I mean, could this be more Delaware, by the way?
Yeah, right. It's very Delaware, but that's a beautiful thing. What's wrong with that?
That's the best thing. It really is. It's what I love about Delaware. So thanks so much, guys.
Cheers.
Have a good rest of your day.
Cheers to everybody.
Cheers to you all.
Enjoy some more of What the Funk. Again, we've got 2 more tracks they've got lined up for us, and then we're going to be closing things out after that. But thanks again for joining us on our Meals on Wheels of Delaware's Celebrity Chef Kickoff celebration. With that, Tim, Ivan, we appreciate you. We're going to get back to the music, and we're going to go into a track called Living for the City with What the Funk.
But long legs are sturdy to walk to school.
Well, there it is. Now you know what is hip. And thank you, everyone, for taking part in our Celebrity Chef Celebration. From myself at King Creative to everyone who participated in today's program, we just want to say thank you. Have a delicious week. And with that, we're going to close things out and send you on your way. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And we will see you around. Remember, go to mealsonwheelsde.org for more information on this amazing cause, and enjoy all of those incredible meals that these chef collaborations have whipped up for us. Take care, and we'll see you guys around very soon.